Danny Flexen for Seconds Out here with Martin Bowers. We're here at the official launch of the new Peacock Gym out in Epping. Middle of nowhere, some might say, but we all managed to find it, so it can't be too bad. Just first of all, tell us why you guys have made the decision to trim things down a bit at the Peacock in Canning Town and move the majority of your professional fighters over here.
Well, to be fair, it was something that Tony spoke about probably 4 years ago when Tony first moved here, because he's been living here 4 years. And we said, obviously, we're going to develop the site, so we needed somewhere else to relocate the professionals. We're hoping to still have a presence in Canning Town as a public gym and keep the name going there, because obviously that's where it started. But we was just fortunate enough to have a bit of time on our hands because of the COVID situation, and it gave us 4 months to get the gym sort of up and running.
What's going to happen to the old gym? You said you still want to maintain a presence there with a public gym, but you're planning to develop around it as well, is that right?
Well, that is our plans, and we have been working on that for about 5 years now. But the gym at present is still open, but it's not a public space as such. I mean, you can book an appointment to train with a personal trainer on a one-to-one basis, but it's not generally just walk up to the door and pay as you go sort of thing, which it's always been.
What are the benefits of the professional boxers you've got in your stable now here compared to where you were before? How will this help them?
To be fair, there's not probably many benefits, but some of the work we can do now, we can do behind closed doors, and we don't get, I don't want to say, there's not too much going on, so we're more fun.
People like us can't just ruin your day.
No, not at all. Listen, no one can ruin our day. Listen, we love people speaking to the fighters and appreciating the work they do, and seeing the amount of effort and that they put in. It's great. But every now and again, things move on and things change. And, with the world as it is at the moment, you just can't have anybody walking in your gym saying good morning. It's just not how it is.
Just tell us a little bit about the facilities here and how much work's gone into creating the space that you've made.
Lots.
I'm sure Tony would be saying a few more F words.
Yes, yeah. I think you better speak to Tony about that. But yeah, no, listen, obviously lots of work and effort has gone in. And like I say, we've been fortunate to be able to do it because of our work commitments, not what our normal day is. So, can't really say much more than that, Dan.
How long have you and the boys been training here on a regular basis now?
No, to be fair, we've only done one session here, and we said we'd keep training in the gym till September, till Dan's fight's finished, because as silly as it seems, you don't want that upheaval of moving gyms and a big change in your life. Like when your routines come to the gym every day, you drive there, you get used to certain things. So we didn't want to change that until after Dan's fight. So for Denzel and Chris, we're going to move to here in September, and then we're going to get ready. And when Dan's had his break, hopefully everything's okay, we come back to here and Dan starts here. So it's a fresh start, as in that respect. So, rather than change halfway through a training camp, for want of a better word.
And so will that be it then for pro fighters at the old gym? Will it just be one-to-ones and public?
No, not at all. Listen, we've still got some really good fighters down the gym. Unfortunately, they're not tied to us, they're with other people, and they'll still be using the gym on a daily basis. And we'll probably go down there and spar, but our main base will be here. So we're here most of the time. But like all fighters and our steady trainers, you need to go to other gyms and visit other gyms to be out of your comfort zone. So this will be our base. We'll go to the Peacock. We go to all over the place. We're fortunate to be able to spar everywhere.
And how have the boys embraced the new setup? Are they liking it?
I hope so. Ain't too many bad comments, so yeah, seems to be all right.
I mean, Daniel's someone who moved around a lot as an amateur anyway, so I guess he's used to going to new gyms on a regular basis.
He is, but as I said, we had 4 months getting ready for Joe, through the fault of nobody's. That never happened. So when we shut in March, we had the lockdown. Then we come back, we was 3 months getting ready, and then that opponent changed. Obviously through no fault of the promoters, no fault of Dan's. It's just boxing, it just happens.
He's got a new opponent. Another thing that just happens sometimes in boxing, Ricardo Snijders has come in on short notice for Eric Pfeiffer. What do you need to do in terms of adjusting his preparation when you get a short notice job like this?
Well, to be fair, you can't start chucking all different things into the mix. Fortunately enough, we've got a fighter who's similar to him. And I don't mean this horrible to him, but he's younger and a little bit fresher. So it's looking for a good fight, I think. I mean, he's boxed twice as many rounds as Dan. He's a very accomplished boxer, so I think it's going to be a good fight. Changing things, it's a bit too late. We've prepared. We're going, we can tweak a little things, but as all fights, you have a plan, and then on the night you have to. This sounds terrible, but you have to make it up as you go along, because if you look at the fighters that the kids box, they're not fighting Dan, so they're not going to fight that way. So it's a little bit of like suck it and see on the night.
And Frank Warren recently proposed a list of co-promotional possible fights to Eddie Hearn at Matchroom. One of them was Daniel Dubois against Dillian Whyte. Yep. I know Frank hadn't spoken to any of the fighters before he put that list out. It was as much of a challenge for them, I guess, as it was for the other side. What did you make of that fight before the weekend?
Great fight. I still see it as a great fight. Listen, it's heavyweight boxing. Things change in the blink of an eye.
Do you fancy it more after what happened at the weekend, or was it just a big punch and would have knocked anyone out?
Hasn't changed our opinion at all. It's still a great fight. Wouldn't say we fancy it more, we fancy it less.
What did you make of the fight on Saturday night with Dillian and Povetkin?
I thought it was a great fight. I thought for Povetkin to get off the floor twice and come back and win, I mean, shows what an absolute legend he is. I mean, I've always followed him, love his style of fighting. Obviously, we spent some time out with him in Moscow. They was perfect gentlemen. They looked after us, unbelievable. I couldn't give them enough of a shout. They took us to their homes. We ate with them. They took us out for the day to Moscow, to the Kremlin. They were just first class, and they showed that again the other night.
I'm going to put you on the spot now because a lot's been discussed about the finishing shot, how well placed it was, the great technique behind it. How'd you block it? How'd you avoid it?
Don't put your head there.
It's as simple as that. Is it just that? Just don't take your head off the line?
Look, listen, it's a live sport. You can practice for things, and you can rehearse, and you can, as I've said before, you can make adjustments. But listen, if you fall off a bike, your instant reaction is to put your hand out. It just happens. You can't change it. That's his movement, and that's what he's going to do. It's like if a fly went to go in your eye, before the fly hits you in the eye, you shut your eye. That's as quick as it happens. You can't change it. It's what it is. Listen, fair play to Dillian. He's boxed everyone he's been asked to. You can't ask for more than that. Give a good account of himself. But, he met a true champion.
And just final word about the new Peacock. What does this represent about the growth of your stable?
Time will tell. I don't know. Listen, time will tell. We've always had a good stable. But fortunately now we've got a great promoter behind us, and we've got a great platform to be off of. Like, we've got BT and we've got Frank. We've got the produce. It's now we've got to deliver.
Great stuff. Well, we look forward to watching you deliver.
Nice one.